And hello world. Alright. So some days are good days and some days are gooder. This is a gooder one. Alright, first quick update is going to be on the B2B Mini. I have just received my batch of new 1.5 chassis plates. So I am ready to start the production chain for this. So you see I have kept the same T-style plate. I've extended it over there in order to have even more flex over here, and then I had more groove cuts along the chassis in order to have as much movement available as possible. So that's to avoid the rear wheel from going up the ground so much. So this is ready. It's going to be probably by tomorrow or the day after on the web store, and everybody else who've contacted me by private message on Facebook, I'm going to notice you before that little video comes out that those guys are available now. So I'm gonna have first batch of 10 that is gonna be rolling out. So this is number one, because that is not enough. We need more good news. So one more good news. What about that one? Alright, you see, new spider body. Let me get you the original buddy so we'll compare. Alright, original spider buddy was a 94 wheelbase and it was pretty narrow. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was about 73 or something. Oh no, that was even narrower, so that was a 70, 71, 72 width chassis. So you can see as well, it's mostly plain everywhere, because those are my handmade molds and this is my new resin mold. And so you can see I have gone way further on the details now. The headlights are carved in, there is vents here that are carved in, the little smiley face should be square, or you know, the Renault sign, but it's not, because it's not really a Renault. And what else have I changed? A lot of things have changed. The wheelbase is now 98. We are longer, so this is going to be for the fast racer. It is close to 80 in width. It's not exactly 80, but it should be, yeah, it's about 78-ish, 78, 79. Yeah, it's about 79 at the rear, 78 at the front, 98 wheelbase. Focus, my friend. Now we got much crisper vents and so on. New wheel arches in the front and in the rear. What used to be only flattened stickers before, we now have like some kind of a nose bottle or what have you over here. The roll cage is actually now as well engraved inside, in the front and in the rear. And you can see at the back I have a myriad of new details. I have exhaust pipe, I have tail lights mounted in, curved, and I have those little vents, so that I'm gonna make stickers for that. And then I have this little groove here that is going to be probably a cutout for the arrow, and I have the marking as well in order to mount the wing. So this is still going to come with the same wing, which is the same wing shared on the GT6 as well, the old version and the new version. And so that's that. So I'm super happy. I'm going to do probably a paint on one of those and a sticker sheet, and then this is going to the track to be tested. But wait, because there's more. Because why not? What do we have next? What do we have next is a buggy, and none other than the GT24 buggy from Charisma, which I'm having so much fun with, so much fun that I'm breaking parts. That's nothing, it's just a piece of Lexan that I'm gonna redo over there instead of a turnbuckle. This buggy is fantastic. and I'm looking to do some kind of a Dakar buddies on it. I have something in mind. I won't say too much about it, but in the meantime I have done a not Grasshopper 2 buddy, because the Grasshopper 2 was my very first RC car as a young boy, and I'm don't really want to buy a new one because I'm honestly not gonna drive it much, and I don't want to have a shelf queen at home. But I'm driving this thing a ton, and now I'm gonna be able to dress it up as a Grasshopper too. So I'm really super stoked about that. This is where the front body mounts are going to go through. The rear body mounts are going to go through the wing over there at the back. And then you can see the shape is going to be cut away there. I have a flat part here that's not on the original body, of course, because there is a pretty thick part here. So that's another thing I'm going to be painting and making stickers for, and guess the stickers are going to be red and blue, something along those lines, and it's probably going to be painted in white. So that's for that. And last but not least, I have been studying and working on little boat design, because I have the vacuum forming machine and I have electronics, and it's the summertime and my son have a tiny pool on the roof, and why not? So this is very far from done. It's still work in progress, but what I have so far is one 1mm hole that is over here with a motor mounted, and that is clipped into the body over there. So this is sealed, and then there is the 2mm shafts sticking out over there, which I'm going to use those tiny propellers at the back. Don't know which way to put it. And I have the little servo over here that is going to steer the boat, and over here I have the strap for the super mini battery, and then I will have something like a receiver on one side and ESC on the other side. I don't know where I'm going to place them for the balance. I've done some tests of the hole. The water line is somewhere around here. And then the second part, this is a part you just heard the beep beep from the printer. I was doing the new end, because this is actually on the propeller. So I have a new one that is going to stick behind the propeller. You see, it's gonna be removed about 1 cm. Hold on a second. Okay, here's the parts that is going to be instead. So it's a lot longer. It's gonna pass behind the propeller, is gonna be in here, and then as well I've extended this here that is gonna connect to the rod, because I want to have the rod come out from behind over here, making a tiny incision so that the rod can go through and have the smallest hole possible, so I have the least amount of leakage. But other than that, there's going to be a body post over here in the front that is going to maintain this in place, and the rear is just snugly holding itself. And so with the propeller and this and the connecting rod that is going to go from here and then out here, and then there's going to be just an angle snap into the back of the boat to steer. And so that's that. I've never done any RC boat ever in my life, so this is an absolute 100% new experience for me. But I had the material, and I thought, like, I have those old vintage chassis, let's do an old tiny speedboat like that. So I'll keep updating on that. I'm pretty sure nobody that follows me is into boats. I'm actually not really into boats, but I'm planning on getting into boats with this tiny thing here. So this is about all I have for today's update, which is a pretty good day. Like I said, it's a gooder day. So I hope you guys have gooder days every day, and I will come back soon with more news. See you later. Bye bye.